Eggs, seniors, safe superfood, or silent risk for your heart and brain? That one question has sparked decades of confusion, concern, and controversy, especially for those of us over 65. You've probably heard it all. Some say eggs are nature's perfect food. Others warn they're dangerous for your cholesterol, your heart, and even your brain. So what's the truth? If you've ever stood in your kitchen wondering whether to crack one open or put it back in the fridge, you're not alone. But today, we're finally going to clear the air. This isn't just another nutrition video. It's a calm, science-backed guide created for seniors who want to live longer, feel stronger, and stay mentally sharp without falling for outdated health myths. You deserve clarity, you deserve confidence, and most importantly, you deserve real answers that support your well-being. So grab a warm drink, settle in, and let's walk through the surprising truth about eggs, what they really do to your body, how they affect your heart and brain, and whether they belong on your plate after 65. Stay with us, because the next few minutes could change the way you look at breakfast forever. Ready to feel more in control of your health? Let's begin. Part 1. Eggs. Small in size, giant in nutrition. What if one small, everyday food could quietly support your memory, muscles, vision, heart, and even your mood, without costing more than a few cents? You've probably had eggs in your fridge your whole life. But after 65, the egg isn't just food, it's fuel. It's medicine. It's one of nature's most complete nutritional gifts, and it's hiding in plain sight. Let's start with the foundation, high-quality protein. As we age, our bodies naturally lose muscle. It's a silent process called sarcopenia, and it begins around age 60. Without action, this loss can lead to weakness, fatigue, falls, and longer recovery times after illness or injury. But here's the good news. Protein helps slow that loss. And one single large egg contains 6 to 7 grams of complete, highly absorbable protein, meaning it includes all 9 essential amino acids your body can't produce on its own. Unlike red meat, eggs are easier to digest, lower in saturated fat, and gentle on aging digestive systems. Studies from the National Institute on Aging have shown that seniors with adequate protein intake enjoy better balance, faster healing, and more independence. Imagine walking with confidence, rising from a chair with ease, and feeling steadier every step of the day, because your muscles have what they need to support you. But protein is just the beginning. Inside that tiny yolk is something even more powerful, choline. Have you heard of it? Most people haven't, but after 65, choline becomes essential. It's the nutrient your brain uses to produce acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter responsible for memory, learning, and concentration. When choline levels drop, memory fog creeps in. Focus fades, and the risk of cognitive decline increases. Shockingly, over 90% of older adults in the US don't get enough choline each day. But just one egg supplies nearly 30% of your daily requirement. A long-term study from Boston University followed seniors for over 10 years. The results were eye-opening. Those who consumed higher amounts of choline had sharper memories, healthier brain volume, and lower rates of dementia. Imagine that. One simple food, helping protect what matters most, your memories, your identity, your connection to the people you love. And we're still not done. Eggs also contain 2 powerful antioxidants, lutein and zeaxanthin. These nutrients are concentrated in the retina, the part of the eye responsible for clear vision. After 60, your risk of age-related macular degeneration climbs sharply. But these antioxidants work like natural sunglasses, helping filter harmful blue light, reduce inflammation, and preserve your sight. Studies show that lutein from eggs is more bioavailable, meaning your body absorbs it better, than from vegetables like kale or spinach, thanks to the healthy fat in the yolk. Seeing more clearly, even at night, reading the small print again, or watching your grandchild smile without blurry edges, these are small moments that eggs can help protect. Next, let's talk about vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin. As we age, especially during winter or if we stay indoors often, vitamin D levels can fall dangerously low. That leads to brittle bones, increased fall risk, and even depression. While eggs aren't the highest source, pasture-raised or vitamin D-enriched eggs can provide up to 10% of your daily needs. Paired with other sources like mushrooms or fortified cereals, they become a quiet but powerful ally for your bones, mood, and immune strength. And we can't forget the B vitamins. Eggs are rich in B12, which protects nerves, supports red blood cell production, and keeps your energy stable throughout the day. B2, or riboflavin, helps convert food into energy. Folate helps prevent strokes and supports healthy blood flow. These vitamins aren't just for youth, they're critical for aging brains and hearts, and often lacking in the senior diet. Finally, eggs offer selenium and a touch of vitamin E, two antioxidants that act like shields against oxidative stress, one of the root causes of aging, inflammation, and chronic disease. Some enriched eggs also carry omega-3 fatty acids, gentle, natural support for your heart and joints, without the fishy taste or expensive supplements. So yes, an egg may be small, but inside that shell is a powerhouse of healing, protection, and vitality. For seniors, it's not just breakfast, it's daily self-care. One quiet step towards strength, clarity, and comfort, served warm on a plate. Still wondering if eggs are truly heart-safe after 65? In the next part, we'll uncover the surprising truth about cholesterol and whether this superfood is your ally or enemy. You might be surprised by what the science now says. Part 2. Eggs and Heart Health. Myths, Truths, and Smart Choices. What if one of the most feared foods for your heart was never the real problem at all? For decades, eggs have lived under a dark cloud of cholesterol warnings. They'll clog your arteries, they said. Too dangerous for seniors. But what if those beliefs weren't just outdated, they were wrong? Today, it's time to gently replace fear with facts and give your heart the clarity it truly deserves. Let's start with the most common worry: cholesterol. Yes, one large egg contains about 185 to 200 milligrams of cholesterol. But here's what many people don't realize. Dietary cholesterol is not the main cause of high blood cholesterol. In fact, your liver produces cholesterol naturally, and it adjusts based on what you eat. When you consume more cholesterol from food, your liver makes less. When you eat less, your liver makes more. That's your body's natural balance system at work. Modern research supports this. A large meta-analysis published in the British Medical Journal, covering over 3 million people, found no clear link between eating eggs and developing heart disease or stroke in healthy individuals. The Harvard School of Public Health reached the same conclusion. For most people, eating up to 1 egg per day is not only safe, it's beneficial. So why did eggs get such a bad reputation in the first place? Because it's not just about the egg, it's about the company it keeps. Imagine a traditional breakfast. Eggs fried in butter, with bacon, sausage, and white toast on the side. That meal is loaded with saturated fats, refined carbs, and sodium, all proven to raise your risk for heart problems. The egg got blamed, but it wasn't the real culprit. Now let's flip the plate. Imagine an egg, gently boiled or poached, served with sautéed spinach, a slice of whole grain toast, and a few slices of avocado. That same egg, once feared, has now become part of a heart-smart, nutrient-dense meal that protects your arteries rather than harming them. And what about seniors who already have high cholesterol or type 2 diabetes? This is where balance matters most. Some research suggests that 7 or more whole eggs per week may slightly increase heart risk if the rest of the diet is unhealthy. But when eggs are part of a balanced, whole food eating plan, they do not raise blood sugar or worsen cholesterol levels. In fact, eggs are carb-free and have a glycemic index of 0, making them blood sugar friendly. So what do leading doctors now recommend? If you're a healthy senior with no heart disease or diabetes, up to 1 egg per day, that's 7 per week, is safe and even helpful. If you have type 2 diabetes, high LDL cholesterol, or a heart condition, aim for 3 to 4 whole eggs per week, and boost protein by adding egg whites, which are cholesterol-free and packed with lean protein. You can also make smarter egg choices. Look for omega-3 enriched eggs, laid by hens fed flaxseed, chia, or algae. These eggs contain heart-protective fats that can help reduce inflammation, lower triglycerides, and support blood vessel function. They're a small upgrade with big benefits. And don't forget, how you prepare your eggs matters just as much as how many you eat. Boiling, poaching, or scrambling them in a little olive oil preserves nutrients and avoids unhealthy fats. But frying in butter or pairing eggs with bacon, sausage, or processed meat, that's where the real risk hides. Think of your heart like a garden. The egg isn't the weed, it's the soil. When you pair it with the wrong ingredients, it struggles. But when you nourish it with the right companions, vegetables, whole grains, and healthy oils, it becomes fertile ground for healing, strength, and vitality. So here's the truth. Eggs aren't your enemy. In the right context, they are one of the most affordable, accessible, and complete foods you can eat after 65. You just have to give them a fair chance and a better plate. Coming up next, we'll explore something deeply personal: how eggs support your brain, memory, and emotional health. Because after 65, clarity, focus, and peace of mind are more than goals, they're lifelines. And your next meal could be the first step toward protecting them. Part 3. Eggs in the brain, memory, mood, and mental strength. After 65, what if a single food could help you remember names, stay focused, and even lift your mood without a single pill? After 65, we all notice it. Words take longer to find. Focus slips. Some memories fade faster than others. It's normal, but what's not normal is believing there's nothing we can do. Because the truth is, the right nutrition can support a sharper, more resilient brain, and eggs are one of the most powerful allies in that journey. Let's begin with a nutrient most people have never heard of: choline. Your brain absolutely depends on it. Choline is what your body uses to create acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter that helps your brain store and retrieve memories, stay alert, and maintain muscle coordination. As we age, our natural levels decline, and the results show up in subtle but frustrating ways: mental fog, forgetfulness, slower reactions. But here's the problem. Over 90% of older adults in the US don't get enough choline. That includes people who eat well, but just don't know what to look for. Fortunately, one large egg provides around 30% of your daily choline needs. Just one. That's a powerful step toward clarity and confidence. And it's not just theory. A long-term study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed over 2,500 adults for 10 years. Those with higher choline intake had better memory scores, less brain shrinkage, and a lower risk of dementia. Now imagine this. A simple breakfast with one egg helping you stay connected to your grandchildren's stories, remember your medications with ease, and feel more present during conversations. That's not just nutrition. That's quality of life. But choline isn't the only brain booster in eggs. Let's talk about lutein, a nutrient better known for protecting your eyes, but also present in high concentrations in your brain. Scientists have found that lutein accumulates in areas responsible for learning and memory. Its job? To fight oxidative stress and reduce inflammation in neurons, which are key factors in age-related cognitive decline. A study from the University of Illinois found that seniors with higher levels of lutein performed significantly better on memory and attention tasks. Even better, lutein in eggs is more bioavailable than in vegetables like spinach or broccoli, meaning your body can absorb and use it more effectively. Pair it with healthy fats, like avocado or olive oil, and the brain benefits only grow stronger. And let's not forget the B vitamins, especially B12. This nutrient is essential for nerve health, red blood cell production, and mental energy. Yet many older adults absorb less B12 due to reduced stomach acid. A deficiency can look like tingling hands, mood swings, or even memory loss. One egg offers about 10% of your daily B12, making it a gentle and consistent way to nourish your nervous system every morning. But here's something truly beautiful. Eggs also influence your emotional well-being. The high-quality protein inside helps regulate blood sugar, which means fewer mood crashes and more stable energy. Choline and B vitamins contribute to the production of serotonin, your brain's feel-good chemical. Vitamin D, especially in enriched eggs, supports emotional resilience and helps reduce symptoms of seasonal depression. In fact, a review published in the Nutrients Journal found that seniors with adequate levels of these key nutrients experience better sleep, less anxiety, and improved emotional balance. So yes, while eggs may be small, their impact on your brain is anything but. Imagine waking up, making a warm breakfast, and knowing you're feeding your brain, protecting your memory, and nurturing your mood, all with one comforting, familiar food. That's the power of intention. That's the healing potential of something so simple. And if you've been worried about mental decline or feeling foggy lately, don't panic. Don't withdraw. Just begin again, gently, one meal at a time. Start with an egg. Build a plate filled with colors, textures, and foods that nourish not just your body, but your mind and your spirit. So, here's your small but powerful action step. Tomorrow morning, make a mindful choice. Prepare an egg, boiled or gently scrambled, maybe with a few slices of avocado or some spinach on the side. And with every bite, remember, you are investing in the strength and clarity of the days ahead. Coming up next, we'll explore how eggs support your eyes and immune system, two areas that become even more vital with each passing year. Because seeing clearly and staying protected go hand in hand with graceful aging. Don't miss it. Part 4. Vision and immunity. Eggs and the power to protect. What if the key to sharper vision and a stronger immune system wasn't found in a pill, but in your refrigerator? After 65, protecting your eyesight and defending your body from illness becomes more than a goal. It becomes a necessity. But here's the good news. The answer doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, it might already be on your breakfast plate. Let's start with your eyes. As we age, our risk for vision problems like macular degeneration and cataracts increases significantly. These changes can affect how we drive, read, and even recognize the faces we love. But inside every egg yolk are two powerful nutrients with a very specific mission: lutein and zeaxanthin. These two carotenoids act like built-in sunglasses for your eyes. They collect in the retina, the part of your eye responsible for central vision, and help filter out harmful blue light, reduce inflammation, and slow age-related damage. Think of them as gentle guardians, standing between your vision and the effects of aging. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition showed that eating just 2 eggs per day for 5 weeks significantly increased lutein and zeaxanthin levels in the blood, without raising cholesterol. Even more impressive, the form of lutein in eggs is up to 3 times more bioavailable than the same nutrient found in leafy greens like spinach or kale. Why? Because the fat in the egg yolk helps your body absorb it more effectively. So the next time you enjoy a poached egg with a side of tomatoes or bell peppers, you're not just feeding your body. You're preserving your ability to see the world clearly, even in low light or at night. That's not just nutrition. That's independence, confidence, and peace of mind. Now let's shift to something just as vital: your immune system. As we grow older, the body's defense mechanisms naturally weaken. That's why seniors are more susceptible to the flu, respiratory infections, and slower wound healing. But once again, the humble egg steps in to offer support. The egg white contains selenium, a powerful antioxidant that helps your body produce immune cells, fight inflammation, and even protect against certain cancers. It acts like a cellular shield, quietly reducing damage before it takes hold. Eggs also contain small but meaningful amounts of zinc, which supports healing and communication between immune cells, and vitamin D, which helps regulate your immune response. A review from Frontiers in Immunology found that older adults with better intake of protein and key micronutrients, like selenium and vitamin D, had stronger immune responses and faster recovery from illness, especially respiratory infections. Now imagine starting your day with a soft-boiled egg, paired with colorful vegetables and a cup of herbal tea. You're not just enjoying breakfast. You're fortifying your immune system, protecting your energy, and giving your body the quiet strength it needs to stay well. And there's more. Eggs also contain vitamin E, which helps protect your skin, brain, and eyes from oxidative stress, and iodine, which supports healthy thyroid function and metabolism. Together, these nutrients don't just keep you surviving, they help you thrive. So here's your gentle reminder: small daily choices add up. By simply including 3 to 5 eggs per week, prepared with care, paired with whole foods, and enjoyed without fear, you're doing more than feeding yourself. You're healing. You're protecting. You're choosing wellness. Coming up next, we'll explore how the way you cook your eggs can make the difference between a meal that heals and a habit that harms. Because sometimes, how you prepare your food is just as important as what you eat. Let's keep going. Your health journey is just getting stronger. Part 5. Cooking matters. Best and worst ways to prepare eggs after 65. Here's a question no one talks about, but it could quietly change your health. What if the way you cook your eggs was just as important as eating them in the first place? The truth is, after 65, our bodies become more sensitive to inflammation, fats, and nutrient loss. And when eggs are cooked the wrong way, they can lose their healing power, or worse, contribute to heart and brain issues over time. But don't worry. You don't need to stop eating eggs. You just need to know how to treat them with the same care you give to your body. Let's start with the best cooking methods, the ones that preserve nutrition, protect your heart, and keep digestion smooth and gentle. First on the list is boiling. Soft or hard-boiled eggs require no oil, no butter, and no high heat. They retain nearly all their nutrients and are easy on sensitive stomachs. Keep a few boiled eggs in the fridge for quick snacks or light meals. They're protein-packed and always ready to go. Next is poaching. This method involves gently cooking eggs in hot water. It requires no added fats and helps preserve delicate nutrients like choline and B vitamins, which are essential for brain and nerve function. The soft texture also makes poached eggs ideal for those with chewing or swallowing difficulties. Another senior-friendly method is steaming or baking, like making egg muffins with chopped vegetables. These methods are low and slow, keeping the nutrients intact and allowing you to add healthy ingredients like spinach, tomatoes, or onions. They're easy to portion, store, and reheat, perfect for meal prepping or sharing with loved ones. You can also scramble eggs, but here's the key. Use low heat and a heart-healthy oil like extra virgin olive oil, not butter or margarine. High heat can damage antioxidants and create harmful compounds. Add in veggies like bell peppers or kale to boost fiber and flavor. Cook gently until just done, never browned. Now let's talk about the methods to limit or avoid, especially for older adults. At the top of the list is frying eggs in butter or processed oils. This adds excess saturated fat, which can raise LDL cholesterol and increase your risk of stroke or heart disease. If you must fry, do it with olive oil and use low heat. Better yet, try poaching instead. Next, avoid pairing eggs with processed meats like bacon, sausage, or ham. These are high in sodium, nitrates, and unhealthy fats. Together with eggs, they create a heavy, inflammatory meal that puts stress on your heart, digestion, and blood pressure. Watch out for overcooking the yolk. When eggs are cooked too long or at too high a temperature, the yolk turns greenish-gray. That's a sign that sulfur and iron have reacted, which can reduce nutrient availability and make the egg harder to digest. Always aim for a soft, creamy texture, not dry or rubbery. One hidden danger few people know about is oxidized cholesterol, formed when eggs are exposed to intense, prolonged heat. This form of cholesterol is more likely to promote plaque buildup in the arteries. A study in nutrition and metabolism found that oxidized cholesterol may contribute directly to inflammation in blood vessels, a major concern for seniors. The solution? Gentle heat, short cooking time, mindful methods. Boil, poach, steam, or bake. Don't scorch or fry. Let's bring it all together with some heart-smart meal ideas for inspiration. For brain health, a poached egg on whole grain toast with avocado and blueberries on the side. For eye protection, scrambled eggs with kale, sweet potatoes, and bell peppers. For heart support, a hard-boiled egg with a fresh spinach and walnut salad, drizzled with olive oil. For all-day energy, egg muffins baked with oats, flaxseed, and mixed vegetables. And always remember, hydration matters. Enjoy your egg-based meals with herbal tea, lemon water, or unsweetened almond milk to support digestion and blood flow. So here's your gentle takeaway. Eggs are only as healing as how you prepare them. By choosing clean, gentle methods and pairing them with nourishing whole foods, you can turn breakfast into a form of daily medicine, one that's comforting, protective, and beautifully simple. In the next part, we'll answer the most common questions seniors ask. How many eggs per week is truly safe? And how can you personalize your egg intake for your own health condition? The answers may surprise you. Let's keep going. Your well-being is worth every thoughtful bite. Part 6. How many eggs? Safe weekly intake after 65 and personalizing it to your health. So, how many eggs should you really eat after 65? One a day? Just a few a week? Or should you avoid them altogether? This is one of the most common and most misunderstood questions seniors ask. And today, we'll give you real, science-backed answers, not outdated fear. Let's start with the good news. If you're generally healthy, with no history of heart disease or diabetes, studies from Harvard and the British Medical Journal confirm that eating up to 1 whole egg per day, 7 per week, is safe and even beneficial. It supports your brain, muscles, and immune system without raising your risk for heart problems. But if you're managing type 2 diabetes, high cholesterol, or heart concerns, moderation becomes more important. Experts recommend 3 to 4 whole eggs per week, paired with additional egg whites to boost protein without the extra cholesterol. Remember, it's not just about the egg, it's about the plate. What you eat with the egg matters more than the egg itself. Skip the bacon and buttered toast. Choose whole grains, vegetables, and healthy fats like olive oil. So here's your gentle takeaway. Eggs can still be a part of your life, your healing, and your joy. You just have to tailor the amount to your unique health needs, with care, confidence, and love. Let's move on to our final part, how to shop smart, store safely, and get the most out of every egg. As we've seen, eggs are more than just a breakfast staple. They're a powerful source of high-quality protein, choline for brain health, lutein for vision, vitamin D for bones, B12 for energy, and antioxidants that protect your heart, mind, and immune system. When cooked gently and paired with the right foods, eggs become a quiet force of nourishment, especially after 65. To keep their nutrients intact, always store your eggs in their original carton near the back of the fridge where the temperature stays stable. Avoid the fridge door, where frequent opening can lead to nutrient loss. Use them within 3 weeks, and never consume eggs that are cracked, discolored, or have a strange smell. If this video gave you clarity, comfort, or confidence, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. Your health is worth protecting, and you're never too old to take small steps that bring big results. Thank you for spending this time with us. May each meal bring you strength, peace, and joy. Take care, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next video.